Okay, guys, hello. Okay, I'm here making this presentation. It's about how to find your purpose and study at the same time. I put the activity between the question marks because it's kind of not easy. I'm going to explain now. So, Monique, can you pass?
Yes.
Okay, what? Who am I and what am I doing here? I'm Brian, I'm 23 years old, I'm from Spain. I'm a social worker, but I'm interested also in social innovation. And then next year I'm going to study social innovation, so it's actually really nice. And I'm here because I'm making my personal project. I'm participating in MSD. I'm living in Bulgaria from January, 4 months, and I'm going to stay here 5 months. This is an experience, maybe the Erasmus is an experience actually really nice. I visit, studying here, I visit Greece, I visit a lot of places, and it's completely amazing. You have the opportunity to make one Erasmus and also come to Spain, of course. You can make it, and it's an experience that you never regret. This is me in 2030, and I was, in this year I remember I was completely sad, I had a lot of anxiety, and now look at me, I'm super happy. This is in Bulgaria. We created an event with NSD to clean the river in Grado here. So my life is changing a lot, and I want to explain why, and I try to inspire young people for making better, for be focused, and for find a purpose. So, can you pass this? Okay. How can I study and be an entrepreneur at the same time? I say that I'm an entrepreneur because I'm making kind of projects. I discovered to make project of social impact in the university, thanks for one teacher. So, since this moment, I was really motivated to make it. And I started to try project that it was failing all the time, but one day I won one contest in the university and I earned kinda 1,000 levas or something. So it's actually really nice, and now I'm really motivated to making kind of project with social impact, for example, young people as you. It was with a clothes project of second hand, and I am earning money with the project, so it's nice. This is my story, but I want to know you a bit more and want to ask you about if you know what is your plan for after for when you finish school in general. You don't need to answer, it's just you need to think in what is going with you and what is your situation now and what is your plan. Because sometimes we are really focused on going to the university and it's not the best important thing. And you can make more things going beyond of the university. So yeah. Okay, sorry. How you can start find your passion and put completely out of that. For this, it's kinda you need to put objective concrete. For example, one of my goals in the last year in my last year of the university, it was kinda make a presentation in my university in Alicante, in my city. In my city, it's actually different than here, so I could make it. I achieved my goals, and it was motivating me to make more talks like this. Of course, when I was making this presentation, I was putting a lot of energy and making this personal project. Because I really want to make it, and because I found kind of my purpose. And when you find your purpose, is you saw your future, and you can go in this direction. Because now actually we are a bit lost in general. Okay. To be a good entrepreneur and to be a kind of good people in the life, you need to be focused on being useful. You need to add value to the others, and if you solve problems of the society and solve problems of the world, you can to receive kind of grateful, and this grateful sometimes is money. And of course, if you are sharing the things that you are good, you can receive more than you give. You need to pay attention in the things that you are good, the things that you are really useful in life, because sometimes we are focusing in our mistakes, in the things that we need to better, but it's better to be focusing the things that you are good. So, of course, if you are working in another company, and if, for example, I was working during 4 years of the university, I was working in a pub the Fridays and Saturdays, and I was thinking kind of how I can make more useful my work, how I can be the best version of me, because when you are giving your best all the time, you are receiving a lot of. So this is the message that I want to send you. Kind of have energy and be the best as possible, because there are bitter people who is not making anything in life. So we are a lot of people in the world. We don't need so much people. So if you are useful for life, maybe you can achieve your goals and you can be there. Okay, guys, make it easy. I need to apply this kind of tense for me, because sometimes we are really limitated mentally. We are thinking, for example, if you are thinking in make a project, you put your stupid barriers in your project. For example, I have no logo, and this is completely stupid. You don't need a logo for make your project. I'm not an expert. For example, if you like sports or something like this, and you want to share information about a sport, you say, oh my god, I have no degree in sport. Don't care. You just share your information and share the thing that you are good and you are interested, because this is something that you can be productive and be. It's going to feel better for you. Okay, can you pass? Work in yourself. This is really important. For example, we want to start with the health. One thing that you can make, and with what level are you? 17 or 18?
17.
17. Okay.
Almost 18.
Okay. One thing that I was making when I had 17 is going to bed at 3 in the morning. So at the next day I was completely dead. This is scare your head and looks like no, but yeah. And for example, make a sport. You don't need to make a sport. You just need to be active. And care your autism. Care about you. Eat healthy or something like this, because it's gonna make it better with yourself and you have more energy for the day in their life. But yeah, another part is the relationships. You need to be focusing, be a good friend. You need to be focusing in health. Be a good son. Say to your mom that you love her, because it's true. And when you are making better your relationships, your environmental is changing all the time, and it's going better. So you're going to feel better. Another stuff is the spirituality, and sounds actually really weird, but it's not that weird, because, for example, when you wake up, the first thing that you are making is kind of I don't know what's the phone. And when you are going to bed, the last thing that you are making before to go to sleep is I don't know what's the phone. And when you are waiting the bus, you are watching the phone, of course. But what is wrong with you? Like, why you don't want to have conversation with yourself? What is your problem? What problem are you avoiding? You need to talk with yourself. You know what I mean? What the thing that you happen when you are not talking with one friend that is far away from you is the relation is getting cold. Like with yourself is the same. If you are far away from you, you cannot complain you and you are angry and you feel something and you cannot understand anything and you have no emotional intelligence. So you need to talk a bit more with you. How you can make this? You can go for a walk alone, you can go to see the sunset alone, you can go to the cinema alone. And at the beginning it will be weird, but then it's nice and you can be proud of yourself for making this. Además, thank you so much. A little too much and a lot too little. This means, one second, I'm lost. Yeah, I'm here. A little too much and a lot too little. This means that you need to know a little too much. That means be interested in a lot of stuff. For example, I'm a social worker, but also I'm interested in marketing, but also I'm interested in business, and also, I don't know, I'm interested in psychology, for example. But you need to make a lot too little. So you need to be expert in one stuff that you are good. If it's your purpose, of course you have 17, you are not discovering your purpose already. I'm 23 and I never discovered my purpose already, so it's normal, don't be afraid. And it's kinda, you need to be curious, but you need to be focusing or an expert in one stuff. Okay. Create your bubble of influence. Sometimes when we are young, we are being part of the group just because. You need to be more close to people who really inspires you. One thing that I can advise for you, if you want to make it better, your bubble of influence is, for example, participate in NGOs 1 per week or 1 per month, don't care. For example, in NSD, it's actually nice. And you can be more open, seeing another realities, being people that is suffering because stuff that you are far of this. So I advise this, and I think that it's really nice, and you can discover a lot of stuff about you. Another thing that is a bit controversial is don't be worried about the politics, don't be worried about the country, the society. Most of the time we are thinking the society is shit, it's not working, something is wrong, but this is not the point. You need to be focused on you. So if you are thinking in you, you are getting better, your group of friends is getting better, maybe your group of friends is making better, the neighborhood is better, the region is better, the country is better because of you, and you can change inside of you and not thinking the stuff that we are fried in a global support yourself in a social network. Nowadays we have the social network and we can share information, and if you are interested in something, you can make it. If you are good in something, you can share. People wanted to ask you, people wanted to pay you, you don't need to go to the university, you can skip this part, and guys, sharing is caring, so if you are good in something, you can make it. I never made with the social media, but I want to try, I don't know, can you pass? Create a model adapted to you. I want to propose you, like, make a kind of exercise, and you need to write your plan for the next 5 years. And you need to write in a paper the life that you really want. If you want to have child, if you want to have dogs, I don't know, whatever you want. What do you want to make in 5 years, like in 30, 38, I think. So this is actually nice because you can think in the things that you are good, mixing with the things that you want in your life and your priorities, and you can make an elaborate plan for be more focused and for be more and for being better, I think. Because we cannot afford that our job or our life don't allow to live the experience that we're going to make. For example, travel, for example, spend time with your family, and these kind of things. Can you pass this one? Thank you so much. Another thing really important is all of us have 24 hours in the day. And I want to share with you, okay, that it's helping to me really much. It's dividing your day in stones, rocks, and sand. Imagine that there are 3 balls and 1 jar, and the jar is empty, and in one ball there are stones, in other areas, and in other some. If you put 2 stones, the yard is not empty, but it's not full, but almost. If you put the rocks in the places that they are empty, the rocks can put it for making full. And if you put the sand, the jar is completely full. So it's the thing that you need to make with your productivity day. So you need to choose 2 options that you like it. For example, making sports and I don't know, make this personal project. And this is your stones in the day. And then you can make it wherever you want with your life. But the first is be focusing like kind of simple things. If you say that you have no time for make something, you are lying, because saying that you have no time for make something is you are not alive, really. Of course you have time, but you are making not the correct priority. So this stuff helped to me to make priorities in my life. Of course, at the beginning I was like 200 priorities and I was overwhelmed and I went to, I don't know, play video games or something. But then I can learn and you can learn about it and you can make it better and organize it better. Can you pass this? Of course you need to think, if you make in your day in each day, this decision on another one, you will be in a better position about your plan of 5 years old. And also, you need to be macro patient and micro speed. Macro patient means that the world is going slowly. If you want to send a message to the world, it's slowly because people is not understanding at the beginning. And you need to make micro speed. That means that you need to make all the days a bit for your project and a bit for the things that you really like in your life. What more? Of course, in your micro speed, it was happening to me that I had a lot of anxiety because it put a lot of pressure about me. So care yourself, care your health, mental health. It's actually really important. And also we put sometimes more value in the things that we can make in 1 year than the things that we can make in 5 years. So at the beginning of the year, all of us, we put like really high stuff saying, okay, this year I'm going to make all the days sport, I'm going to, I don't know, make a marathon, and you are not making anything. If you think more far away, in 5 years, you can make it better, and you have time to plan. What more? I'm finishing. You need to imagine that your life is a really big ball of snow and you are on the top of the hill. And there are, for example, one monk here and the monk is saying to you, okay, you need to put down the hill, this ball of snow. And if you are pushing the ball, you are kicking the ball all the time, and you prosperate and you are resilient, then the ball getting falling down and your life it will be better. And if you are not making anything with your ball, the ball is there and you are here and you are not making anything. So, can you pass? I want to kind of help you, and if you want, you can make this. It's just answer the question for make your progress better. If you knew you were going to be 100 successful in something, what would you do? If you had 1 year left to learn, what would you do? What are you doing when you are feeling that the time is running? And what do you naturally do well? So guys, for the end, is just say that find the balance in your life, find yourself, guys, because we are completely lost in life in general. And start now, and this is the key, because if you are starting with 17, it's better than start with 33 like me. So if you start now, it's actually better, and I'm happy to share you my personal project, and thank you so much for listening. So